Good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday Wisdom, and we are here with the beautiful Toni. And unfortunately, Zoom is playing up because of whatever reason, and it won't let us live stream. So we have decided to, where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. And so we're recording this, and so it will be a little bit later than normal on our Facebook Women of Light Facebook group. Good morning, Toni. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, thank you.
It's such a pleasure to talk to you, Toni, because Toni and I have worked together a couple of times, and Toni has this really beautiful project that she's got called Everyday Women's Network, and it's huge and massive. And as soon as we started working together, being in intuitive, as soon as I tuned into what Toni was doing, I saw the potential. I saw how big this is going to become, and I wanted to work with her straight away. So I'm going to hand it over to you, Toni, and tell us, what is Everyday Women's Network?
So, wonderful women. Everyday Women's Network is best explained as being Netflix for women. So Everyday Women's Network is a global streaming platform for video/TV content. And the vision that sits behind Everyday Women's Network is to provide a platform for everyday women, whether they have a message, a brand, a business, but a place for them to put their content that isn't necessarily highly produced. Whilst we do have channel partners that have highly produced content, they go into a studio and produce it. We have other channel partners who do lots of their recording on Zoom or on their iPhone or in their home office studio. And so I wanted to create a place for authentic TV viewing. So Everyday Women's Network is a platform just like Netflix, where you can watch video on demand, you can live stream, we can linear program, so that if you just go onto the network, you'll see whatever, and you go on at, say, 9 o'clock, you'll see whatever is playing at 9 o'clock. And we've just launched, so we're just in the startup phase where we're still sorting out little bits and pieces of issues. We are well underway with the Apple app, the Android app, and the smart TV apps. So the platform is live and available on the web, so your laptop and your computer. The Android app is pretty close to being released, and the Apple app, I've just got to test that again today. I think we're under version 9 because I keep breaking it, but that's the process of technology.
Absolutely,
you have to keep breaking it.
Yes, yeah. Make sure that it's secure.
Make sure that it's secure. So Everyday Women's Network will be a place for video content, shows, series, panels with an e-commerce plugin and a revenue sharing model. So whilst it's a subscription, a small subscription at that, a portion of the subscription goes to a women's foundation of some description, perhaps women fleeing domestic violence, and a planetary foundation, so planting trees in the Amazon, for instance. The other part is that women who have content on the network own their content, and they can monetize that in any way they see fit. For those that are invested in a channel or a content, they are essentially paying for advertising, promotion, and marketing for themselves on the network, and we do the rest. So part of that involves me getting together with, say, Elizabeth. Now, Elizabeth has and will have content on Everyday Women's Network, and it will be searchable. So you'll be able to search under women in spirituality, women in mindset, women in business, and Elizabeth's content will come up for you to watch and see. And Elizabeth will be able to go, okay, here's how you get Everyday Women's Network. And she can send you a link to the Apple app, the Android app. And if you've got a smart TV, you'll be able to put it onto your smart TV as well. So all of this has been lots of fun, but the bigger vision behind that is to turn traditional media on its head and do it in a different way, because women are inadequately represented across traditional media. They don't get the airtime, they don't get the recognition, and I want to try and change that. So as Elizabeth said, it is a big, scary vision, but with all things that are big and scary, you just do things one step at a time. And that's what we're doing, one step at a time. So just launched in September, and I'm so delighted to have Elizabeth as part of our content repertoire on the network.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And it's so, you know, like as with everything, like it's new, exciting, and I can see it being something, you know, like what's there? I mean, I haven't watched TV for 20 odd years, to tell you the truth.
And
like
people won't be watching TV. This is how they will consume and search for their content.
Yeah.
Via
without the ads, without the you know, like the you know, representation of society and
ads
like oh my gosh, it's so the influence that programs have on TV, right? But this is content that's going to inspire, you know, create, you know, motivate you, support you in whatever, you know,
and be educative as well. So the other thing about these new platforms is that the technology allows you to do lots of fun things. So take Elizabeth, for instance. She might have a beautiful meditation or something that's really special, and she can put that on the network and make it pay-per-view content, meaning the rest of her content is free to the subscribers, but this very special little 2-hour workshop or 2-hour wisdom, whatever it is, she can monetize that. The other thing is that she might want to be sponsored by Nike, for instance. I don't know why I'm using Nike. It would be better to use a crystal brand.
I know.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are companies out there that will support women in a way that enriches lives. And I actually think that we need to have more networks like this because of the impact of media on people's thoughts. And we need to put some positivity and some everydayness back into the media. And that's what Everyday Women's Network is about.
That's awesome. And so for the person that's a viewer, what can they expect on there, like just for now at the moment? What, like, you know, aims for the future, but whatever your vision is, but what is on there for people to view?
So we have content from business interviews to author interviews to women working in non-traditional roles, to health and healing, shamanism, crystal energy, and business information as well. So there's quite a variety, and we're adding more content all the time. My big vision is by 2025, we will have 500 channel partners, thousands of content partners, and that will have 1 million subscribers. That's my big vision.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And so if someone wants to go in and check it out now, how do they go about that?
The simplest way is to type in EWNTV.online. Now, I'm just going to quickly change my background to the one that's got there you go.
Yeah, so we can also put that link in for the for
Facebook
people
group.
so that they can jump in and check it out, because you've got a special on at the moment. Is that special
We
still
do.
on?
We do. Yeah, we're going to keep the special on for quite a while, Elizabeth, while we grow. So it's 3 months for the price of one, which is $6.95. Now, when you go on, you'll be allowed to watch a certain amount of content before the pop-up comes up and says, please subscribe. Now, the other thing is that we want to hear from you. We want to hear about what sorts of content you'd like. We'd like to hear from you who, if you know anyone who's producing any sort of video content that you find helpful, educational, entertainment wise. So that the vision will be, so Everyday Women's Network, I want to be the place where female film producers premiere their films, where female documentary makers premiere their documentary.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to create. But that doesn't mean that the everyday woman out there who is producing amazing content, don't think that just because you're using an iPhone, the research suggests that authentic and real video content will be the way to go of the future. So we want a combination of both. We want to encourage that highly produced production style TV, but we want authentic connection between you and the audience. And it's for men as well. So we have a male Champions of Change channel where there's male content as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Well done.
Got to have that balance.
Yeah, it's got to have that balance. Have the yin and the yang.
These are special guys. These are guys that are, shall I say, highly evolved, that are emotionally intelligent, that have been on a journey themselves and have empathy, understanding, those sorts of amazing masculine energies we want to include to keep the balance right.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's such a this is the right time in history for this sort of stuff to be coming out, right? Because consciousness is really starting to expand and grow. People are waking up. People are recognizing that their lives are not,
what they thought,
what they want, what they thought. And starting to stand up and go, hey, I need to make some changes here, right? And so
definitely
to be able to access all of this sort of content straight from home at $6.95, like that's amazing.
Yeah. And we did it that way because I actually believe in that energy exchange. So we want to also give value. So to know that part of your subscription goes to 2 different causes, plus you get access to all this content, we thought that was the best way to do it, so that every single person who subscribes is actually helping the global efforts to make a better world.
Yeah. Which is what us women are really good at doing, right? Like
absolutely.
Yeah. And it's so exciting.
I know, for people like Elizabeth that are doing amazing work with the conscious and super conscious and recoding, we need that sort of information out there for the globe.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. There's no way that Channel 9 is going to give Elizabeth unfettered access to primetime TV. That's not going to happen. Neither would we want it to happen, because I believe that we should do things differently. And this is part of my solution.
Yeah, I agree. And people are looking for different, right? People are looking for, these things aren't working. What is going to start working? And people are looking for something that's new and exciting, and like paving the way, like this whole leading edge. I got that the saying from Esther Hicks and Law of Attraction, but it's so true. So many things that I'm experiencing now as leading edge information. So I'm really excited about working with you and getting more content, because I know life has been busy here, so getting more content to you and getting it on there. So if you're interested in finding out more,
please
click on the
connect.
link. Yes, Toni is going to put the link underneath for you if as a viewer.
Yes.
But if you're also
and how to connect with me as well.
So that will lead you to, like, for people that want to connect
Yes.
with you as well. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I've got a few people in my head that I know I've already shared some, and I'm like,
Yes.
this person and this person, like that needs to get
Definitely.
out there and be seen, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So and again, it's just at its infancy at the moment, but if I keep I know that if I keep showing people and telling people about that bigger vision, it gets people excited. And I can't do this alone. So I need lots of Elizabeths, and I need lots of people who want to watch something different on TV. Yeah.
Something wholesome, right? Something wholesome and inspiring.
Yeah.
So good.
There's great diversity of content on there already, and we will continue to grow that all the time.
Yeah. Sounds excellent. Thank you so much, Toni. It's been a pleasure
Thanks,
having
Elizabeth.
you on.
Thank you so much for your time today.
For anyone that's watching, please put #replay if you're watching, because this is you're going to be watching the replay. And we'd love to hear what sort of content you'd love to.
I would love that.
Yeah. So if you're someone that would love to, you're inspired and you're thinking of things that you would love to watch, then please put it in the comments as well. So take care, everyone.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.